Time to get this safe-cracking show on the road. At least after we examine the whole place thoroughly.
This heavy-duty door has taken numerous micrometeorite strikes but still appears solid.
Eh?
A lens sits above the doorway, but is it mere decoration? It looks like some sort of display panel. This is a keypad that looks functional.
You'll notice the keypad has only 4 keys, which would be 0, 1, 2 and 3, so it's in base 3.
This appears to be a dust-covered lens of some sort.
I can see that, thank you very much.
The door still appears to be in operating condition. A working display panel, Captain. There is power running to the keypad.
Okay.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
Oh, the wants a code. The code was actually in the files you could look up on the Enterprise computer. So let's try some important number. Like... okay.
That worked. I see you deduced that 10200 in the Lucre's base 3 was equal to their sacred number 99.
That's right.
This appears to be some sort of security lock. This appears to be some...
A security lock, Captain.
Really?
Report, Scotty. How are things going?
About as badly as a kiln in a blast furnace, Captain. Wait a minute. Lieutenant Uhura has some news for you.
The virus came from our sensor sweep of the moon's computers. We believe we have analyzed the memory sectors it attacked.
Well done, Uhura.
I wish I could take credit for it. It was Mr. Kyle who found the pattern. We are attacking it with antivirus programs.
Computer science sounds more like medicine every day.
If we had a doctor as good with computers as you are with patients, we'd be having a lot fewer problems.
Finally, someone who appreciates me.
Keep working at it, Uhura. Kirk out.
Let's pester.
Scotty, any progress on the phasers?
Sorry, Captain, but we cannot do that. We don't have phasers for at least 8 more hours.
Wasn't it 6 hours just a moment ago?
By then, Proxtree could be a dead planet.
Alright.
A computer terminal. Each word in the Lucre language has 3 aspects: submissive, neutral, and aggressive, to supply connotation to their language.
Sounds like fun.
Spock, see what you can do with this.
The console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base, codename Psi. This base has been operational for the past week. It has completed 1 successful fire mission. Estimation of success is at 22 over 100.
22%? That's very low. Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in base 3, 22 divided by 100 is equivalent to 8 out of 9, or 88%. I would think that quite satisfactory, given this base's probable mission of destroying the soft forces on Proxtree.
It says the base has been operational for a week, but this has been here for 1,000 years.
If the Lucres built this base with a clock that told the time by measuring the moon's rotational speed, or the gravitational forces generated by Proxtree and the sun, the computer may have calculated only a week of time has passed since its first action. I might be able to learn more with another look at the console.
Okay, this is the second time in the game we encounter.
There is a substantial amount of data here, but in summary, Scythe was created by the Lucres as a launching platform for missiles to keep the Softs subjugated to their influence.
It is the second.
The Softs managed to infiltrate the base. However, their actions triggered Scythe's auto-attack mechanisms and initiated a holocaust that nearly annihilated the planet. One soft strike did, in fact, hit the moon and deflected it from its orbit. It has been dormant since then.
So why has the base been activated again?
Given the damage to the moon, its slow rotation and orbit, it has never realized the war is over. On this pass, for the first time, it has detected radio wave transmissions from Proxtree. Because it does not recognize them, it assumes the softs are still active. Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a god to the people down there. If we destroy it, we will violate the Prime Directive.
Spock is right, Bones. Spock, what are the chances that we could decode the transmission and send a stop code to the base?
In trinary or decimal?
Spock!
1.327 million to 1, provided the archaeological studies about Luker's languages are correct. Our other option is to get into this base and see if we can bring the computers down.
Sounds good to me. And I think Spock already did that second look at the computer. This is the second time in the game we come across alien computers that measure time by something weird like astronomical circulations. Why couldn't they use that same... what is it? No vibrations of crystals or atoms like many computers we have to. Oh well, I just don't see the point.
Spock looks at the equipment and raises an eyebrow.
Ding!
McCoy wishes this place was less technological. James Kirk, the burden of command is quite heavy at times. Ensign Mosier is scanning the area for potentially hostile life forms.
We appear to be in some type of security lock. No defensive systems are apparent here, but considering the size of the doors, they probably don't need them.
The Lukers did not seem to have a problem with security.
This place does seem to provide protection against cosmic rays.
I don't see why they bothered putting an atmosphere here, Captain. There hasn't even been bacteria here in centuries, let alone humanoids.
My tricorder is picking up large supplies of frozen oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide beneath the surface, enough to last many centuries.
At least we won't have to worry about suffocating.
And given McCoy's note on cosmic rays, and he doesn't get voice acting for this line.
A computer terminal, Captain. It uses the Luker alphabet. I think I can decipher it.
Ah, Spock. Always prepared. Do they have Boy Scouts on Vulcan?
This door is similar to the one on the outside of the secure lock, except that it has not weathered over the years. Electrical panels indicate the keypad on the right controls the door.
Which would mean this thing.
This keypad is fully functional and controls the door. Its entry code is in base 3.
A keypad in base 3. The door has some strange writing on it.
Ah, Spock.
This says, dominant people, only to dominate things beyond these submissive walls. My guess is that only authorized personnel were allowed beyond this door.
Oh, thank you. You're better than a universal translator.
Dominance seemed to be very important to these people. No wonder the Luker were so warlike.
Actually, Ensign, they differ from your culture only in that their language was explicit in their expressions of dominance and submission, rather than implied.
And I think that's all. Now, open this.
Spock, see what you can do with it.
Okay.
The console report, welcome to 22. Doctor,
It says the big...
if the loop there is a one so why is given the damp because it's
Jim, let's
Doctor, this moon spot in trinary spot 1 point.
Okay, that was the same old, same old.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
Okay, well, let's try the same thing again.
That did not work, Captain. It is probable this lock also uses a number of some significance.
Okay,
Spock, see what you can...
how about...
Fascinating. If the Federation language studies were correct, the ideograph for the word side in the Luker's language is the 17th symbol in their alphabet that corresponds with 122 in base 3.
That it does. Onwards. Now we are actually inside.
Captain, we have a cure for the computer virus.
Well done, Uhura.
I modified Control-C to exclusively attack the Lucre virus. They annihilated each other, Captain.
Fascinating, Lieutenant.
The Klingons aren't going to be happy to learn that they helped us. How about the phasers and tractor beams?
We may get the tractor beams online in time, Captain. I'm afraid even the backup phaser transmission codes were affected. We could destroy some missiles manually, but if this complex decides to launch more than 10 missiles at a time...
Understood. The ball is in our court. We'll give it our best shot. Kirk out.
Kirk's best shot is... Well... As Kirk said, Spock's best guess is better than most people's certain knowledge.